Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 22nd, and today we're going to be trying Vax's Raven Blend, which is a collaboration between Critical Role and Geek Grind Coffee. Now, I'm a big Critical Role fan. Vax is probably my favorite out of all of Vox Machina, so I'm really looking forward to trying this coffee. Now, they have a bunch of the other blends for different Vox Machina characters, and I think they have Mighty 9 character blends too. Who knows? If this video does well, I might do more. Even if it doesn't do well, I'll probably do more. And here it is with the extremely cool artwork of Vax. And on the back it reads, inspired by Vax Oldan, the swift and shadowy assassin of Vox Machina, Vax's Raven Blend captures the essence of his agility and mystery. Just as Vax moves with grace and precision through the shadows, this coffee blend offers a smooth, balanced experience that awakens the senses without overwhelming them. Whether you're preparing for a day of stealthy maneuvers or simply need a moment of clarity, this coffee will guide you through with subtle strength. So the tasting notes that we'll be searching for is dark cocoa and what it says, a whisper of citrus. I forgot to put a coffee filter in my ding dang thing. I got these filters and there's like a whole section of them that has this little fold here that fucks everything up. I don't know what happened there when they were packaging, but it just makes it a pain in the ass to even put it in the basket because it folds in on itself now. Alright, well, gonna rip it open. And thankfully this is a top-loading Ziploc, is what I've decided to call it, I guess. Let's give it a smell. Ooh, it's got a very strong cocoa. Very bitter. Yeah, that's definitely dark cocoa. Because dark chocolate has that sort of bitter smell to it, bitter taste to it, even. Where are my dark chocolate connoisseurs at? I love some good dark chocolate. Alright. Got that going? I'll see you in a few. I am once again planning another international trip to see all of my wonderful friends and attend Oda Fest, an anime convention that runs, I believe they call it Long Weekend. That's what I'm doing next month. That's what I'm doing in less than 3 weeks, and whoo boy, I'm excited but also nervous because this time around, I'm a bit of a broke bitch. But I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm sure I'll be okay, and I'm just overthinking everything like I do. Speaking of overthinking, I've been overthinking this whole YouTube as a hobby thing. It sounds way more dire than I'm putting it, or than I mean to put it. All I'm saying is, I'm yearning for the days when I could spend my days off from my full-time job just doing nothing. And I used to be able to do that even when I started doing YouTube. I used to just be able to have whole days where I could just sit down and play, I don't know, Skyrim or whatever for 8 hours straight, or binge an entire short anime series in a day. And now that I'm 30, I just can't do that. My attention span is shot to hell. And I mentioned this in a previous video, but the thing that I want to do for the rest of my life is I want to be an author. I want to write horror and fantasy stories for a living. And I find myself not working on my writing ever. And if you want to be a writer, I don't know if you know this, but if you want to be a writer, you gotta write, and you gotta write a lot. And I don't do that. And the problem is that I can't discipline myself. I can't hold myself accountable because I will get distracted. Even if I try to remove every possible distraction, turn my phone off, get out of my bedroom, go outside, do whatever, eventually my mind just wanders and I'm like, I could record 2 episodes of Sea of Stars for the Let's Play channel today. Am I recording a podcast tomorrow? I want to read the Lusty Argonian. Luckily, there's some parts of my job, depending on where they have me, I sit there and put ideas to paper. I've outlined the entire first act of the vampire novel that I've been working on for well over a year and a half, almost 2 years at this point. I finally have the first act outlined. I just got to outline act 2 now and then figure out where things go. And that's been kind of difficult because when it comes to writing, I'm weirdly a perfectionist. I never feel like what I write is actually good, and then I'm constantly going back and revising everything. I can't sit there, do a first draft and tell myself it's fine if you write bad for the first draft. It's a first draft for a reason. You'll come back to it. Someone needs to just inject that directly into my brain so my brain knows, hey, it's okay, be bad for a bit. So yeah, that's the long and short of it. I can't hold myself accountable to actually do the thing that I want to do for the rest of my life. So what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks is that I haven't been forcing myself to make stuff. Like even my music project, Shadowsense, which by the way, new album just dropped, fashionably late to the trends. Go to ffm.to/late to trends. And then listen to it on whichever streaming service you prefer. But yeah, even with my music project, I think I've maybe only produced 2 songs this year. Granted, we're only a quarter of the way through the year yet, but usually by this time I have like 5 in the bank, and I've got 2, maybe. And like, I have a couple of like partials that I've worked on and off the last couple of months, once or twice. But yeah, what I've been doing is that I've been forcing myself not to do things, and it's feeling good. I'm really liking the progress that I made. Yes, I restarted Final Fantasy VII Remake because I never finished it on the PlayStation 4. I started playing Oblivion Remastered. I've never played Oblivion before. It's a game I've always wanted to play, so I've been playing Oblivion. And then, like, either later tonight or tomorrow, I'm gonna start Claire Obscura Expedition 33, because it's another RPG. It's French inspired, which is a very unique setting for RPGs, and it's getting rave reviews. So I'm super excited to finally pick that up and play it. I've been waiting for it for a long time. I think I wishlisted it the first time I saw a trailer for it. I also restarted watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm like 8 episodes. I'm almost back up to where I was. I think it took me like 3 months to watch the first 12 episodes, and I'm at 8 episodes in 2 days. That's crazy, because I've been watching them 4 at a time as opposed to 2 at a time like I used to. And it's just nice. It's just nice. And it's not that like whenever I'm recording a video, I'm like forcing myself to like, you know, I like to think that I'm authentic, but you know, there is a camera's on, you're acting a little bit, you're not entirely 100% yourself. But like I do record the videos because I like doing them genuinely, but sometimes it's like there have been times where I'm like, shit, I need videos for next week. I need to record them now. And just, I'm not gonna worry about that. This is a hobby. It's not my full-time job. Why am I worrying about it so much? So yeah, this has been a good experiment so far. So far, so good. Making a lot of progress. Hopefully I can keep this up. Well, you know what I just said about these filters with the bend in them? Well, just so happened that it collapsed inside the basket of my coffee maker in such a way that it closed the little hole for the coffee to drip through. So this didn't finish brewing while I was in the shower like it usually does. Pretty upset about that. Had to wait a whole extra 2 minutes. That extra 2 minutes. Insane. I don't have a Shadowsense mug with me right now, but I do have Top of the Morning mug, which you can get using my affiliate link and code in the description. But if you do want a Shadowsense mug, or a Shadowsense anything else, shadowsense.xyz. See the steam coming off it. This literally just stopped brewing too, so it's going to be a hot one. See what I mean? I'm going to go in black first. We're looking for cocoa and citrus, specifically dark cocoa and citrus. Ooh, strong cocoa taste, but also the underlying sweetness. To me, it tastes kind of orangey, a little orangey, maybe a touch of lemon. Okay, that one is real sneaky, fitting with the theme of, you know, Vaxildan being a rogue. So because the only creamers that I have at the moment are flavored ones, I'm gonna just use milk. Put a little bit of milk in there, and because it's sweet coffee already, I'm gonna do 2 spoons of sugar. Trying to make sure not to spill any coffee over the sides, because for some reason in this mug it's really easy to do, especially when you're stirring. I think it's just because of the rounded edges of the mug. Well, this isn't a mug review, so I'll stop my criticisms there. That should do it, so bottoms up. Okay. I feel like the cocoa got more distant, if that makes sense. Feels like the citrus took more of a front seat on that sip. Yeah, that feels like more of a... It's real nice, it's real sweet, but it's not like overbearingly sweet like the Top of the Morning birthday cake was. That's very sweet, and I quite enjoy that. It is a light to medium roast too, so it's already more on the lighter side. It's not as super strong as you would expect from a dark, brooding, mysterious elf boy, but it is really nice. I really like it. I do prefer a more of a medium or a darker roast, but this ain't bad for a light to medium. Not bad at all. I really like it. If you're looking for more of the cocoa flavor, I would probably suggest throwing in some French vanilla creamer or hazelnut perhaps. Those are my go-tos, and those always enhance chocolate stuff in my experience, so I would try that out. Maybe don't do milk, or maybe don't do a flavorless creamer, because you'll definitely get more of the citrus there. Not that the citrus is overpowering, it's not. It's just very present if you use a neutral, I think. Geek Grind Coffee Critical Role. You knocked that out of the park with this one. And I can't wait to try more of the Vox Machina blends, and I think there are Mighty 9 blends. I'm going to correct myself here. And if there are, I will be picking some up. Thank you guys so very much for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. Suggest some coffees or teas for me to try in the comments below. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.